So let's have a look at how to easily check your website rankings in Google. If you've ever wondered if your website is actually showing up in Google or what people are typing in when they are trying to find you, if they're finding you at all, that's where Google Search Console comes in. It's one of the most powerful and free tools to help you understand how people are finding your website. And most business owners have never even looked at it. So in this quick beginner-friendly guide, I'll show you exactly how to find out if your site is appearing in Google search, see the exact words people are typing in to find you and your business, discover which pages on your website are being seen, and learn what's working or what needs a little tweak. I'm Alana, lead Squarespace designer and founder of Alana Jade Studio, where we create kind, calm websites and provide SEO services for wellness practitioners, creatives, and nonprofits. If SEO has ever felt confusing, don't worry. I'll walk you through it now, step by step. Now, if you're graphically challenged like I am, you might find the screenshot here in this slide rather overwhelming, but don't worry, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it means. And once you understand what's showing here, it actually becomes quite easy to interpret. So Google Search Console, or GSC, is a free tool from Google that helps you understand how your website is showing up in search. It's all about discoverability. It tells you what search terms people are typing when they find your site, which pages are ranking, and how often people are clicking through to your website. If you've been investing in your website, if you've been blogging or working on your SEO, Google Search Console is how you track whether this is working. It gives you real data, not guesses, about where your traffic is coming from and what's resonating. You can access Google Search Console at that URL here in the slide, search.google.com/search console, or you can just type into Google Search Console. So first things first, let's walk through how to connect the Google Search Console to your Squarespace website so you can see the traffic reports. It's really simple to do, so don't stress. We're going to walk through it right now. So you need to go to the back end of your Squarespace site. If you hit the / key on your keyboard, it looks like this, and start typing in connected. The connected accounts menu will come up here, so click on that. Then click Connect Account and choose Search Console. You'll then want to follow this pop-up screen, which asks you to log in with your Google login details. Once you've logged in, it may ask you to give Google Search Console some permissions. You just need to accept that. You should then see that your Google Search Console has been added to the connected accounts list, and you're all connected. Now, just a quick mention that this won't work on password protected or in progress sites. So you can only do this once your website has been published and is live to the public. Now that you're all connected, we can go over to Google Search Console. You can find this at search.google.com/search console. Just keep in mind that if you just connected your site to Google Search Console, it can take up to 72 hours before the data will start to show in this dashboard. So you may need to come back in a couple of days. But once you're in, you can head over here and click on search results, or sometimes in some instances, this will say performance. So either click on search results or performance, depending on what shows up in your Google Search Console. Now we are in the performance tab, and this is the main view that you will use to look at what's going on with your website in terms of search. I like to change this to the last 28 days. So I just look at the data for the last month. And what you're seeing here is that this purple line and also these numbers down here are impressions. Impressions are how many people are seeing your site in Google search. We also have the blue line that displays here and the blue numbers here. And these are how many people are clicking through to your website. You can also turn on this average position box here, and this is the orange line as well as the orange numbers here. This is your ranking. in Google search. So for example, if you're in position 1, this means you're at the very top of Google search results. Position 10 is usually the bottom of the first page of Google search results, and anything above 10 is page 2 or beyond. Now down here, I love looking at the queries tab because this is where it gets really interesting. These are the actual search terms or the keywords people are using to find you and your business. So they are the actual terms that people are typing into Google search to find you. So this is giving you amazing insight into the language that your audience are using to find you and your services. And then over here, for each query, you can see how many impressions, how many clicks, and which position you are in for this particular query. We also have the Pages tab, and this is very, very useful as well. Here you can see which of your actual pages in your website are performing best in search. You can even click on a page, say your services page. I'm going to click here on my website designer Brisbane page. And then you can see exactly what search terms or queries this particular page is ranking for. So this is such a helpful way to know what pages are working and ranking and where there's room to grow. So once you're inside and looking at all of these numbers, what are you actually meant to do with them? How do you know whether your numbers are good or not? So here's a really simple way to read your data without getting overwhelmed. So first of all, your impressions, that was the purple color, is your reach. The higher this number, the more often your site is showing up in search. We have your clicks. This is your connection. This was the blue number. The higher this number, the more people are clicking through to your site. So you're probably asking now, what happens if my clicks are low? If your clicks are low, start by updating your SEO page titles and your descriptions, because that's what people read before they decide to click through to your site. So in the screenshot in this slide, you can see here my Web Design Brisbane page showing up in Google search. The purple writing, the bigger writing here, is the SEO page title. And then the smaller writing underneath, the description underneath, is the SEO description. You can update these very easily in the page settings in your Squarespace site. So this is like your shop front in Google. And if the title or the description isn't clear, helpful, or relevant to what a person is searching for, they'll likely just scroll past your website and click on another website instead. So, and then you have your position, your ranking. So where a particular page is ranking for a keyword in Google. So anything between 1 to 10 is great. This means you're on page 1 of Google already. Well done. Anything between 10 to 20 means you're on page 2, which means you're really close. So here's a little tip. Look for keywords in your Google Search Console with 50 plus impressions and an average position between 10 to 20. These are your quick win keywords. With a few small tweaks like updating the SEO page title and descriptions, headings across your page, and adding helpful content, it may mean you're able to bump these particular pages onto page 1 of Google. So you don't need to check this daily. Just a quick look each month can help you spot what's working, what's gaining traction, and where there's room to grow. So specifically, you want to look for if your impressions are growing over time, what search terms you're ranking for, and what search terms you want to be found for, and are you ranking for those? And are the clicks through to your website growing over time? And then you want to make adjustments to your page titles, your descriptions, and your content accordingly. So that's it, a really simple way to start using Google Search Console to actually understand how your site is performing in search. And if this feels a little bit overwhelming, or you'd like a second set of eyes on your SEO, I offer SEO packages designed for wellness practitioners, creatives, and nonprofits to help you get found online. You can find out more on my website at alanajadestudio.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope this gives you a little more confidence in your website and your marketing.